The department store, Grand Emporium, stood as a towering monolith against the dimming sky. Its windows, adorned with advertisements of the latest fashion trends, glowed invitingly. In the heart of the store, a new line of mannequins had arrived, each sculpted with such precision that they seemed to transcend the boundary between artificiality and life. As the last rays of sunlight bowed to the encroaching night, the once bustling aisles became eerily silent. The only sounds that remained were the soft hum of fluorescent lights and the distant echo of closing cash registers. In the sleep-hushed stillness, the employees locking up for the night shared furtive glances. Rumors had begun to slither through the shadows, whispers of the mannequins' peculiar behavior after hours. Some claimed to have seen them moving, slight shifts in posture, heads tilting, and arms gracefully extending. Skepticism lingered, but an unsettling discomfort crept into the hearts of those who spent the darkest hours within the store's walls. Jake Mitchell, a young and inquisitive employee with a penchant for unraveling mysteries, couldn't ignore the growing unease. His curiosity danced with the shadows as he gazed upon the mannequins, each one a testament to the uncanny craftsmanship that made them nearly indistinguishable from living beings. As the clock struck midnight, Jake found himself alone in the dimly lit aisles. The occasional flicker of lights cast ominous silhouettes on the walls. He hesitated, glancing around as if the mannequins were watching him. A hushed, guttural murmur echoed through the empty spaces. Compelled by an indomitable urge to decipher the enigma, Jake approached the new line of hyper-realistic mannequins. Their faces, carved with unsettling perfection, wore a perpetual and unbroken smile that sent shivers down his spine. The rumor of a cursed design floated in the air, a malevolent secret whispered from one anxious soul to another. According to the whispers, these mannequins harbored a dark force that thrived in the shadows of the night. Ignoring the tremor in his hands, Jake began scrutinizing the mannequins, searching for any sign of movement. The soft hum of the air conditioning system seemed to mock him as he strained to catch even the faintest rustle. Suddenly, as if in response to his probing eyes, the mannequin stirred. The soft scraping sound of limbs in motion sent a chill through Jake's spine. Frozen in place, he watched with wide eyes as the once static figure shifted, heads tilting, fingers gracefully curling. The air grew dense with an otherworldly energy, and Jake, overcome with a mix of awe and fear, took a cautious step back. The mannequins seemed to be orchestrating a macabre ballet, a silent performance that defied the laws of the living. It was then that Jake noticed something that struck terror into his very core. Their eyes, hyper-realistic replicas of human eyes that gleamed with an unnatural vitality. The smiles on their faces broadened, mocking the fragility of the line between reality and nightmare. A gasp escaped Jake's lips, and he stumbled backward, his heart pounding against the walls of his chest. As he retreated, the mannequins returned to their frozen state, their eyes dull and lifeless once more. A cold sweat clung to Jake's skin as he stood, paralyzed by the revelation. The rumors were no mere tales spun from idle minds. They were a harrowing truth, a secret that danced in the shadows of the Grand Emporium. The realization clung to him like a haunting melody, and as Jake fled the haunting stillness of the department store, the distant laughter of the mannequins echoed in his ears, an eerie serenade that whispered of secrets yet unveiled. The night air outside Grand Emporium offered little solace to Jake as he stumbled into the dimly lit streets. His mind churned with the unsettling images of the animated mannequins, their frozen smiles etched into the fabric of his memory. The revelation had pierced the veil between the mundane and the supernatural, leaving him teetering on the precipice of an unknown abyss. Haunted by the surreal encounter, Jake couldn't shake the feeling that the mannequin's eyes still bore into the depths of his soul. He wandered through the quiet streets, seeking refuge from the unsettling truth that had woven its tendrils into his reality. Days turned to nights, and the once curious Jake became a mere echo of his former self. The enigma of the mannequins had unraveled the seams of his sanity, leaving him adrift in a sea of questions with no answers. Sleep became an elusive companion, as nightmares of smiling mannequins plagued his restless nights. Unable to silence the persistent whispers of curiosity, Jake found himself drawn back to Grand Emporium. The department store, now a looming fortress of secrets, awaited his return like a dormant beast rousing from slumber. He knew he had to confront the haunting truth that lingered within its walls. As Jake approached the entrance, a palpable tension hung in the air, a silent acknowledgement between him and the shadows that danced within the store. The door creaked open, granting passage into the dimly lit aisles that had witnessed the clandestine ballet of the mannequins. His footsteps echoed through the empty spaces as he ventured deeper into the heart of the store. The once familiar surroundings now bore the weight of the unknown, and every corner seemed to harbor the specters of secrets waiting to be revealed. As if guided by an unseen force, Jake reached the display where the hyper-realistic mannequins stood frozen in their perpetual smiles. Their eyes, though dulled in the absence of night, seemed to carry the weight of untold stories. The eerie silence wrapped around him like a suffocating shroud. Without warning, the mannequins stirred once again. The soft hum of the movement sent a shiver down Jake's spine. This time, however, the unsettling choreography unfolded differently. The mannequins seemed to beckon him, their eyes gleaming with an insatiable hunger for the truth he sought to unveil. Compelled by a mixture of dread and determination, Jake stepped closer. The mannequins, their smiles widening, appeared to welcome him into their silent congregation. The air crackled with an energy that transcended the mundane, creating an invisible bridge between the living and the lifeless. As the mannequins arranged themselves in a peculiar formation, an unearthly chorus of whispers echoed through the aisles. The words were indistinct, yet Jake felt their resonance deep within his soul. The secrets of Grand Emporium, whispered through the ages, resonated with an ancient pact, the cursed design that bound the mannequins to the shadows. In a moment of revelation, Jake understood the price that came with unraveling the mysteries of the mannequins. The boundaries between life and the supernatural blurred, and he found himself entangled in a cosmic dance with forces beyond his comprehension. With a final chilling glance, the mannequins returned to their frozen state. The echoes of their silent revelations lingered, leaving Jake standing amidst the surreal aftermath. The burden of knowledge pressed heavily upon him, a weight he could neither bear nor relinquish. The once curious investigator had become a prisoner of the enigma, forever entwined with the smiling mannequins and the haunting secrets they guarded. As Jake Mitchell, now a mere echo of his former self, left Grand Emporium, shadows embraced him, carrying the untold tales into the depths of this night, an eternal symphony of whispers and the smiles that danced in the realm between the living and the lifeless.